All right. First thing, seed selection, right? Seed selection. Before the runs even started, he's playing a random fucking desert. There's no trees, there's no village. He's just playing fucking nothing. But there is nothing wrong with that. I never told him about any seed selection shit other than for oceans. For oceans, I told him to reset if you don't see a shipwreck. I told him dance around an island. If you see a shipwreck, play it. If you don't play it. I also told him to play structuralist. Like if there's a lava pool, do cave strats. Like play a cave because he wasn't doing that before. If there was a lava pool but no village, he would reset. But I told him to play those. Um, but other than that, I didn't tell him any seed selection because it's not important. At his skill level, and for a sub 20, seed selection just does not really matter that much. Like anything that gets in the nether is fine. It doesn't matter how fucking slow. Even if it's 6 minute enter, it's still fine for sub 20 at his skill level. Um, because you're looking at 6 minute end game, ideally. Um, so you need a 14-minute nether exit. Fortress should take like 2.5 minutes at his skill level. So you're looking at 12-minute fortress, 11-minute fortress. And then so then you'd have like a minute, maybe a minute and a half of travel to the fortress. So you're looking at um like a 10-minute bastion leave. Is that math adding up? I don't know. There's something around there. 10-minute bastion leave. A bastion probably takes around 3 minutes, so you're looking at a 7-minute bastion. Should be able to sub 20 for him. The worse you are, the slower you are at things. Slower you are at things, the earlier you need to enter and shit. But at his skill level and shit, he can just play anything. But if you're like a really slow player or something, then you need to have like better seed selection. Like you um need to reset for like a visible lava pool or something, like some shit like that. But he plays fast enough, and is like good enough at playing like most seeds. Um, like he's played villages for 2 years. And all the new trading and shit, he's like really fast at. Like he's doing double barrel, like I told him, and everything. And he's just fast at playing villages. He's getting like a lot of like 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute answers. 5 minute on a dig down. But I see him. He even had a sub 3 enter off village. Like it was blacksmith into ruin portal, but it was still a sub 3 enter with village, which was sick. Sub 3 enter you can sub 15 with. Like, um, it was just he had so many severe issues in his play for so long, and it took all of this like it took this month and this 5 calls and a bunch of shit for him to finally work it out. And today he just popped off. Like I had this tweet, right? Um, like I messaged him earlier in the stream. Earlier in the stream, he went live. He was playing, and then he reacted and shit. And when he was reacting after doing runs, I sent him this message, and then he went back to doing runs, and he got the record. Like he was playing so well today, it was crazy. Um, he had a 6 seed earlier that should have been record. Um, maybe I can try and find it. I'm worried about ship breaking. Um, I'm probably not gonna be able to find it unless it's this run. You mentioned it? Really? I didn't know he mentioned it. Do you have a clip of that or something? Being a structuralist. Oh, this run was sick as well. Like he had just so many sick runs. He had so many sick runs. Alright, this is the fucking incident, right? No, this is a different run. He had so many runs, man. Oh yeah, found it. So he had this like decently close Bastion. It's like a 6 minute Bastion, wasn't it? And he played a triple on it and it fucking worked, which is crazy. 6 minutes, played a triple, he actually got the pearls, he got 10 obsidian. And then it was pretty bad terrain. Well, it was playable terrain, it just wasn't fast terrain. Like it wasn't bad terrain, it was just slow. Like having to go through all these trees is really slow. It's not very pearlable. At least confidently. Like a pro would pearl through this, but like if the average player pearled through this, you probably just take a bunch of fall damage and it loses time, or it's just really slow, or you just die. Like you can see the fortress there. He didn't see it. It's on the right. He pearls left, but if he pearled right, he would have been there like maybe 20 seconds earlier or some shit. But he did see it on the right. Yeah, wasted a bunch of time to not seeing it earlier, but yeah, this run he played really well on. And then the incident. The rights incident. This is fucking obscene. He might have already killed a blaze, right? Nah, this is gonna be his first blaze. 0. 0. He went fucking 1 for 12. Let me not link, but the fucking probability 0.5, trials 12, 1. Is it this one you do? I think it's this one you do. 100 divided by this? No. Yeah, what is 0.32%? What is that? 1 in 128 or something? Or is it's somewhere around there, right? Or is that 1 in 300? Yeah, 1 in 300 bad luck. Yeah, it includes it. It should include it. That's how you're meant to do the stats. 1 in 300 bad luck. So this should have been it. Like if it went the other way, if it was 1 in 300 good luck, then imagine. But 1 in 300 bad luck is obscene. Like, just completely ridiculous. No, it's not even possible to get 1 in 300 good luck on blazes because you could get like 1 in 128 and you'd leave. You can't even get that lucky because before the time you get that lucky, you have already left. Yeah, he could have been gone right now. He could have had a fucking like sub 13 blind, like a low 13 blind or something. And then he built a 2x2 portal. I guess we'll go to it just because it's funny. Poke portal. Yeah, it's crazy. 1 in 300 bad luck into that. I meant like how do you still have like the mental to play after that? Isn't that crazy? Like I've quit at the 1 in 300 mark. I don't even get to the blind. I've already quit. I've already ulted forward. Like, but yeah, he had so many fucking runs. And earlier in the stream, he had a run. And he started throwing around eyes like an idiot. Where is it? We're probably not going to be able to find it. Oh, maybe it was this run. Been practicing. Go. Oh yeah, you'll go to the maps and shit, Rizza. I'll be watching. Because XCC's biggest problem, like we fixed all kinds of shit. Like his bastions are unfixable. Oh, I've already been with the Rizzo search. His bastions are unfixable just because we've went over them so many times and he still hasn't like figured it out, right? Like he's just improvising Ivan. That's just who he is, and you just have to accept it at a certain point. Like um at a certain point you just have to give up on certain things. Um so improvising Ivan on every bastion. Um but like portals are good. Fucking he's really good at one cycle. Um really good at one cycle. He was measuring eyes correctly like last time he played. And he's doing like he's checking that he's in the ring and shit. Like he's like playing the right spawns and everything. Like we figured out so much shit, and he's playing like so many things like really smoothly and everything. Like he's really good at terrain management. Like um he's better at terrain management than me, is what I keep saying. Like getting to the bastion is like a super abstract concept. Um because terrain is like it's super random, but there are patterns to it, which should take like years of practice. But for him, it's just intuitive. Like he's just gifted at terrain navigation. Um, so like he should technically be a pace monster because he should be getting in a bastion like basically every single nether. Yeah, he has a bunch of theory on it that he was talking about. He was saying what his theory was of like he goes up at some things and he like all of these different things. Like I did teach him some terrain nav, but then he just like outdid the teacher. So that's he gets so many runs going. Like today he had so many runs going, and if you give the seats to anyone else, like at his skill level, they'd probably get like half or like a quarter of the runs that he was getting, just because he's so good at terrain nav. Um, because it's super important. If you're bad at terrain nav, then you just nethers are unplayable. You know, like if you can't get to the bastion, then you can't play the bastion. You can't play the seed. But he's always getting to the bastion. It sounds like a super simple concept. Just run there, but it's super easy to like dead end, go in caves or some shit. Like, um, he gets to the if you play the game, you'll find it really difficult to find the bastion. Um, but yeah, he should be a pace demon, and today he was. He had this run. And this was like using the calculator, like measuring eyes was like his biggest weakness. Um, the session before this session, he like finally stopped moving. It took him weeks, but he finally stopped moving before and after throwing eyes. Um, but he was still not using the calculator. Like he would measure, but he wouldn't use it. He'd use it. He'd measure it and then just like not use it. He'd just start doing it normally without the calculator. Yeah, Ninja Brand was in chat, and this was like the final straw. This one run, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe there was a run before this. I think there was a run before this. Fuck, there was a run before this. This isn't even the run. But he measured correctly on this. Like he measured correctly on that. And look, he stops and everything, and he's like measuring correctly. And he was off by only like 100 here, but that's not even him. That's just the calculator because it's 23% sure. Um, you shouldn't recheck. Yeah, and he had it correctly on this. On this, he had it completely correct. There was a run earlier. We're probably not going to be able to find it unless that is literally the run there. Oh, this is the same run. Hmm. No, we're not going to find it unless it's this. No, not going to find it. He had a run. He had a run where he measured one eye, and then he got close to the stronghold and he just fucked around. He just threw an eye, didn't measure it, and then threw another eye and didn't measure it, and then he just dug down in a random fucking place. And then the run died. He was like, "What the fuck happened?" Um, and he was like, "Chat, it's faster. If I just measure it once, and then just do it normally, then it'll be faster." But he saw my message that it's not faster and that he has to, and that he'll measure. And he said, "All right, next time I'll measure." And then the next time he measured was that run we just watched, and then later on in the stream was this run where he did measure. So that was his last weakness. Is the measuring. And he worked it out literally today. The very last session of the grind, he worked out the measurement. And like actually like reading the coordinates and using the calculator and shit. Someone actually got his logs. Yeah, so again, seed selection just doesn't really matter that much at his skill level because he's good at playing these seeds. It's just he had a bunch of fucking errors. Like he just had things holding him back. Like his Bastion's still holding back, but his end game was the biggest problem. Like basically, it was impossible for him to like finish a good run with his end game like skill. But today he finally fixed his end game skill, and then he got the run, and he popped off on the end game. Like the end game in this run is actually fucking insane. We'll get to it when it gets there. No, XCC's got good mechanics. And he's forcing wood. Like there's a lot of things that XCC's disciplined at. He mentions a lot of things because I watched his reaction. I've already watched his reaction and shit. Um, he mentions a lot of things that he like remembers from me. Like there are like the majority of things that I tell him, he like does do. It's just there's some things like Bastions that are like I guess too abstract or something, or maybe too not abstract that he just has to improvise them every time. But there's a lot of things that he does remember, like getting fuckloads of wood for blocks, getting double barrel, getting like all kinds of shit, getting 3 gravel, getting just so many different things. Um, most things he did completely remember. And this run looks so bad. Like 2 minutes, we're not even in the village yet, but it just doesn't matter at all. Like he had too many things holding him back for so long. Like I've been saying for a while. What the fuck was lava there? He didn't see it. Maybe he did see it. No, I did. Um, I've been saying for a while that he plays at a 16xx level. Um, and I mean, we'll get to the splits later, but this is like technically a 16xx level run because he exited the nether really late and then had a really good end game. But if he had a different nether exit, like, because he has a lot of 12-minute nether exits, this was like a 15 or 16-minute nether exit. If he had one of his 12-minute ones, which he has several of, maybe even like a dozen 12-minute exits, then it could have been like 16xx or something. No, yeah, it would have been 16 or even a 15. So it's just that he played out a shitty run and got a really good time because it's just he finally worked out all the things that were holding him back. Like if he kept playing, he would get a 19, an 18, a 17, a 16. But it seems like he doesn't want to keep playing. I don't know why. Because he should keep playing. Because he could easily get a 16xx and it would just never be possible for Forsen to catch up. Yeah, if he kept playing, he could just fucking lock Forsen out. He would completely lock Forsen out if he kept playing. Because Forsen has to catch up to a sub 20, which will take him like, I think it'll take Forsen at least 2 months to get back to where he was at. Because he was really good and he's good at practicing. Forsen's really good at practicing and learning. He's fine with spending like 15 minutes of his stream just practicing something and learning something. And he's fine with starting his stream with like an hour of practice. So to get back to the level he was at, I think 2 to 3 months. But then after that is like another month or 2 or 3 to actually beat the sub 20. But that's if he like if he has like super fucking helpful donos or some shit, then maybe you could save like a couple months or some shit. But he might be too individualistic or something. Because he probably has Vaticus in his DMs telling him all kinds of shit. Saying set up this, do this. Because I think there's a chance that Forsen sets up wall. Forsen's gonna use calculator. He said if it's legal, it's legal. It's just he's doing other shit right now. It's not like he's gonna learn fucking everything first day. Like that's the major thing. Like this game is so fucking dank and difficult. Like, tooting my own fucking horn, but I'm really good at teaching this game. There's like 100 things that are the bare essentials. And if you go anything over that, then it's too dank. Like it's overwhelming, and you'll just like not be motivated at all. Like you need to take it so fucking slowly. If you try and like, um, if you try and fucking learn shit that's outside of the beginner skill level early on, then you're gonna soft lock yourself. Um, and just quit the game. Like you need to learn things bit by bit, super slowly, and only starting at the beginner level. You can't learn Mapless early. You can't learn advanced Bastion routes early. You can't learn like sub-pixel eye measurements, fucking there's so many things that if you watch any run, like if I can probably just find a fucking pro runner right now doing some dank shit, or Tackle's maybe doing some dank shit. Who's live? Doing wall. Like, oh, he's in a run right now. Can someone be resetting? No one's meant to play the game at the top level. You're meant to just reset all day long. What is this shit? Is it resetting? You're not allowed to play the game when you're a pro. This isn't fucking Minecraft, you... Dude. Are you resetting? Can you please be resetting? You're not a top player, but please be resetting. Great. Minecraft. This is Minecraft speedrunning, dude. Oh my god. Dude, I'm trying to prove a point, man. At the top level, if you try and watch a fucking top level stream and you try to copy the shit that they're doing, then you're not going to get anywhere. You need to start at a beginner level, but there are no beginners because the game was dead for so long. It wasn't dead, but there weren't many new players coming in for a while until Jesse changed everything. Is Pound resetting? Holy shit, reset, please. Please. No, he's got Mapless. I mean, that's kind of a point. Look, like, what the fuck is happening? There's, like, chunk borders. He's, like, spinning around in circles. Like, what the fuck is happening right now? If you tried to do this shit day one, dude, like, what the fuck? And you might want to do it day one. You're like, oh shit, it's the pro strat. Like, it's so fast. Look, you're getting, like, 1 minute 30 enters and shit. Like, holy, like, I want to learn this. But you'd just softlock yourself. It'd be over before you even start. So, look, Pound's a good runner. He's got a 13xx. He's got like a low 13, right? But even for him, this Mapless is taking fucking 2 minutes. Like, and everyone's like, oh, teach XCC Mapless, teach Poke Mapless. But a top fucking runner is taking 2 minutes to find it, and it's not even here. Like, and here we are on the wall. Like, oh, why doesn't XCC use wall? Why doesn't fucking, why doesn't Poke use wall? Why doesn't whoever use wall? Like, this shit is dank. Like, what the fuck are we looking at? Like, oh, why did he reset that? You know? Like, there's so much theory that goes into it. Like, oh, there's a village. Oh, why is he gonna reset this? You know? Like, what was wrong with his village? Why did you reset? Oh, he's got a fucking blacksmith. Dude, I'm trying to prove a point and you got a blacksmith. Fuck you. Yeah. There's shit that's way too dank. And the game is really hard. Yeah. Tifu's just a good, he just practices a lot and shit. Tifu gives a shit about doing everything right and practicing. He starts his stream with 20 minutes of playing fucking bridge. Just practicing the one Bastion. He spends 20 to 30 minutes practicing one Bastion. Like, you will never see XCC practice for 30 minutes on one Bastion. 20 minutes of left side triple. Yeah, that's the thing, is it depends on how seriously you take it. And that's the thing with Poke as well. Like Jesse's playing a mock and right now and shit. Like he's kind of like on a break from Minecraft at the moment. But Poke, he's learning a lot, but he's kind of stopped. He's not addicted to learning. Someone like Tfue is just addicted to learning. Like he wants to learn all the new shit. He wants to learn like 5 things every day. But Poke is kind of like stalled on learning at the moment. He's insisting on learning Mapless as well. See, like, we should never click into a stream where someone has a like 30-minute run and see resetting. Like, you should basically always be in a run at the 30-minute level, but he insists on learning Mapless, so it's just going to be reset Fiesta. I can't stop him from doing it. I've tried to stop him, but he insists on learning Mapless, and it's really going to fuck him. But I hope that maybe he learns that it's really bad. Because it's like XQC's been farming nethers. It takes him maybe like 30 seconds, and then he gets on a run that enters the nether, which is really fucking good. The most important thing in micro speedrunning is entering the nether as many times as possible every hour. If I pull up this though, what is the website called, Switch? Or page? Stat tracker? The fucking... Someone have a link to it? The stat website for the pros? Reset tracker. No, what is that website? Yeah. So the pros have this. Reset analytics. It automatically tracks all the stats. So we'll look at silver. So silver enters just under 11 nethers an hour. And he enters them at around a minute 47 on average. So 10 nethers an hour on a 147 average. And then he's in the Bastion at 230 on average. But then we'll look at another runner. We'll look at the fuck was his name? But he's not there anymore. Where's what's his name? Can't remember his name, but he's not on this list anymore. Well, we'll look at Evan maybe. Evan's got 10 as well. No, the dude, I literally watch his streams all the time. How the fuck have I forgotten his name? He had like 14 nethers an hour. No fair. No fair's stats is like 14 nethers an hour, like 150 or something. So 3 extra nethers per hour. But then you'll have like another 11. Wow. Who has like lower stats? Someone's got to have lower stats. I think Spira had low stats, right? Yeah, only 9 nethers an hour, but at 138. So there's a lot of variance. Like, even at the top level, there's a lot of variance. Damn, Zai's at 12 at 143. That's fucking crazy. So the bid swing press. 12 nethers an hour. 12 nethers an hour. Yeah, most important thing is entering the nether a lot. That's like why the whole stat tracker is basically just based around like looking at nethers per hour and enter and bastion enter. XQC is been doing really fucking well at nethers per hour. I obviously don't know what he's at, but he's getting so many nethers, and that's why he's just farming runs recently. Absolutely farming runs. But Poke recently, since learning Mapless, he's had like really low nethers per hour, which is really bad. Like, Poke's on way less runs. Because he's trying to do Mapless, but Mapless is really bad. Like, part of it is that Mapless is hard to learn, but the main thing is that it's rare. If you don't have wall, it's too rare. And you shouldn't do wall until you've got a sub 15. So it's just so bad. Mapless is so awful. You should never spend time learning it. You should never spend time doing it. Until you've got a sub 15, that's when you can set up wall. And even then, you still probably shouldn't learn Mapless. You should probably still just do other shit. Like maybe at like sub 13, that's when you can start doing Mapless. It's just so shit of a strat. It just tanks the fuck out of your nethers per hour. You'll spend all your time spinning around on islands like a fucking ballerina. When you set up wall earlier, you don't know what you're looking at. You don't know what's on your screen. Like, if you... Please be resetting. Please be resetting. Fuck. Tapple, please be resetting. Fuck. What are we doing? But if you look at a wall and showed it to a beginner, they wouldn't know what the fuck they're looking at. Jojo's resetting? Please, don't get on the seed. Yeah, like, if you showed this to a 30-minute runner, like, what decisions would they make? Like... But then compare that to, like a pro runner, they make like all kinds of decisions on what to reset and what not to reset and everything. Like you need to be able to understand what every window is. So you do single instance so that you know which each like world actually has in it. You don't just look for sand and water. It's so much more dank than that. That's why all the stats, I just showed all of the stats of like 5 different pros, right? 5 different pros had completely different stats, even though they were using the exact same tech and everything. The exact same wall. It's not literally wood and coast island, that's the point that I'm making. You guys are stupid. Oh yeah, so that was what? Sub 5 nether? Tons of entries, you're doing it wrong. You're bad at the game. Doesn't matter if you're getting tons of entries, you're getting less entries by doing Mapless. You get more entries by not doing Mapless. Alright, so 440 enter. We'll look at Forcing. Oh my god. 440 enter. Forcing had a 510 enter, and then before this, XQC had a... .330 enter. So like enter time is just like not relevant at all. Like there's so much range. 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, there's so much range on it. And then there's like a difference in nethers. So if I go back a little bit so that I can read F3. But he's already skipped forward? Or did I go skip back? Oh my god, how did I fuck this up so bad? Okay. Alright. Loads in at like 10k or something. So it's a it's like how many chunks is 10k? It's like a 13 chunk Bastion. 13 chunk Bastion at 440 with this shitty terrain. Like he's in the roof of the nether at Y90. There's trees, ravines, like 13 chunks away. And then if you look at Forsen, when he enters the nether, you can instantly see it. It's probably like 6 or 7 chunks away or something. And he's in the Bastion at 6 minutes. But then XUC, I mean, this was a fort first run. So it's a bit different. Oh, you can't tell when it loads in on this one. But I think when I played the seed, it was like an 18 chunk Bastion on this 2045 that he had before. Um, so like this run is like in the middle. Like Forsen's Bastion was super close. XQC's was really far, but it was a Fortress first run, and then this was like um in the middle. Yeah, like look how shitty this terrain is. He's having to like bridge and everything, like but he's really good at terrain management, so yeah, so Forsen had 6 minute Bastion. Here's him talking about terrain management. Hey, you better not put his camera on my camera. Or boat. Fuck you. And this is basically the exact same thing that the best terrain navigators in the community say. And he wasn't taught this specific part. Like I told him I told him to avoid caves and shit and look for up terrain. But like this shit he came up with himself, and it's what the best terrain navigators in the community say. So like he has like this intuition about specifically terrain nav. Like it's his one gifted thing he's just level 99 at. It's not a no-brainer because it took the entire community like a year to figure it out, maybe a year and a half. It seems simple after having it explained to you, but when you're given a blank slate of Minecraft, um, and you try and route it, it took us a really long time to figure it out. It's just obvious when he said it because he understands it so much that he was able to explain it in a really simple way. Don't reset for blacksmith. Blacksmiths don't do anything for you. Do the exact same strats that XUC is doing. You can get sub 15 with XUC strats. It's obvious because it was explained to you in a really straightforward way. That's the difference. Yeah, he's level 99 at terrain nav. Everything else is like just pretty good at. This movement's fun. What are you talking about? His time loss on the run is where it gets to the rigid parts, the less abstract parts. Yeah, no boat guy. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, he does lose a lot of time to just like taking full damage when you can just use a boat. I think he thinks that it's faster to just jump when it's the exact same speed. Well, it's faster when you consider not having to heal. And yeah, this is where the most time loss is. So again, it's another 6 minute Bastion. So it's the same pace as Forsen's run. Um, so how to talk about this, but um, here you're meant to get the double chest and then break the single and then run down, and all of the pigs will follow you down, and then you trade at the bottom, right? and it should take around, for him, it should take 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. And then he should be out. I invented it. Even though K4 had told me how to do it, I invented it. Maybe because it's bad. Yeah, maybe. Took damage. All of the guys are aggroed right now. Maybe because it's bad. Maybe. How crazy is that? Half a heart? That guy misses an arrow shot. That guy misses an arrow shot. Just takes a heart of damage there as well. Just like. Yeah, now we're starting again. So it's a 6-minute Bastion, now it's a 7-minute Bastion. He's been saying didn't study or did study recently, because earlier he had a housing run where he did Manhunt. We start at the bottom, break a chest, and then run in. Which he could have done on this run as well, but earlier when he did the Manhunt run, he had a sub 2 Bastion. He was literally in and out, like in less than 2 minutes. Like he had to go up and get obsidian, which was extra time, but I don't really count that. Because that's just unlucky. But he had a sub 2 Bastion split, which is amazing. Like for housing, he technically lost time or whatever, but it's whatever. But he had a sub 2 Bastion split earlier because he did a route that I taught him like literally last time we called. And he did it completely perfectly. Like he nailed the execution on everything. He was like, how the fuck are they like finished trading already? So yeah, like earlier in the stream, he'd like, well, just I think just this whole stream and his previous session as well, there was a lot of things that he would do exactly what I said, and then the run goes amazingly. Like he did a structureless run where he got a 5-minute nether enter on an awful seed. Like the lava pool was far, the cave was far, the animals were far, and it was still a 5-minute enter, and he was like, holy shit, like how the fuck is this so fast? And then like he did like Manhunt and it did it perfectly, and they were done trading instantly. It was 2-minute split. Like a lot of the things he was like realizing, like everything that I taught him was like really fucking good if he did it exactly the same way that I said it. So he started doing everything super disciplined because he realized like everything that I taught him was super fast. So he started playing super disciplined today, and he just farmed runs and then got the record. So since he didn't break the chest, he only has one guy. I'm gonna run for PB after I get a single instance sub 12. So he's got one guy. He could aggro because there's guys in the chest right now on the left. If you mine through the wall, there's maybe like 2 or 3 guys there. And then up the stairs there's like another 3 or 4 guys. So he could get those. He doesn't know how to get these guys, but he could get the 3 guys in the roof. I don't know. He talks about some bullshit here that he doesn't understand. And he's not right about. But he remembers that there's just a bunch of pigs at the top of the stairs. And it's probably correct to just go up. Like, considering he doesn't know how to do that or that, it ends up being correct for him to go all the way up the stairs. But we're already at 2 minutes. So earlier in the stream, he was done in the Bastion already. Because he did Manhunt and he did everything exactly the way I said. He would have been gone already if he did everything the way that I taught him to do it. And if we look at Forston's run, Forston played this route. This is an ancient route from fucking 2020, obviously. But he did it really well. This is a fucking prehistoric route. But it's better to do a route than not do a route and like do it perfectly. So it's a 6-minute Bastion. He's got 2 trading pits because it's prehistoric. He's doing pie chart during the fucking fortress, during the Bastion. And he's done in 3 minutes. No, XCC improvised this. But this is super fucking improvised. Like, this is some fuck shit. This is some complete fuck shit. Alright. Forston's done with the Bastion. He's left the Bastion already. Forston's done with the Bastion at this point. And he's just started trades. XCC's only just started trading. And Forston's already finished. This is what improvising does. He's only just started trading, and Forston's left. Forston's gone. XCC's only just started trading. That's what improvising does. Keeps stealing the gold. He knows it's bad though. He said it's the no-no. Alright, we crossed the 4-minute mark. Starting the pie chart. So 4.5 minutes. It took XCC 4.5 minutes to do the Bastion. It took Forsen 3 minutes. Just because Forsen didn't improvise. So a minute and a half time save. So already, off of that, because he played everything before the Bastion was perfect. Everything before the Bastion was perfect. But yeah, you're already looking at an 1830 if you just play the Bastion better. It would just default be 1830. But then getting to the fortress, oh yeah, this fortress is really far. It was like 20 something chunks or something. It was like 20 something chunks. How far was Forson's? I think it says, right? Does he F3F or is he doing it some fuck way? He must F3F. 17 chunks. So Forson's fortress is closer as well. So Forson's got a faster Bastion and a closer fortress. This pearling is good. This terrain nav is good. XCC's the terrain guy. Like something that Forceman will never be able to beat XCC on is terrain nav. Like he's like I can't stress it enough that he's so good at navigating terrain. Finds it, and then here's another big time loss. um, it's probably his first time finding it or seeing something like this, which is another big part of like how just bullshit like micro speedrunning is and how dank it is. Um, like this fucking thing that he's about to run into is like it is rare. It's not a bug, it's rare. Um, so like we probably see this maybe like once every couple weeks, maybe once a month or something, something like that. Like it's a rare thing. Um, so just off of like gameplay alone, like just by playing the game more, um, just by playing the game more, there's just time saved from playing the game more. Just putting in hours and shit. Like it's you can see it right there. So he could have dropped down at 11:50. And he's about to go over the time loss as well. Yeah. So it's already a minute and a half of Bastion skill issue and 30 seconds of Fortress skill issue. So he's already lost 2 minutes. So it should be an 18-minute run just off of these two alone. That's just wrong. But the thing is, like fortresses are dank. Um, no, how do I do this? Don't play. Shut the fuck up. Oh wait, it should just be here, I think. Yeah. So this shit, I didn't get to teach. I don't know if I've taught any of the three this yet because I just can't teach literally everything. Like there's like 100 basics that you need to learn, and then there's like thousands of like little things that improve your runs, and this is one of the like 1,000 things, you know. Um, Poke and Jesse have watched it. Um, and there's even shit that's in this video that I need to like build on. Because there's ways to find the spawners outside that are dank as well that I touch on, but I don't build much on it in this video. Get clowned for watching this video? Yeah, like top runners of this game also don't know a lot of the things in this video because learning is just, you know, people think they're above learning. So yeah, down at Netherwater, straight at those, up these stairs, that gets you to this. but then there's this part. I'm talking about a fortress start here, and I talk about going downstairs. But it gets way more dank than that. But I'd have to spend like maybe like 3 minutes like explaining how dank it really gets. But there are pretty good ways to find spawners or just understand how the fortress is generated. Yeah. That's basically how it works. Going down these specific types of stairs, the ones without the roof on them, going down those is a good way to start. But the spawners can be up these stairs, so it's really dank. Yeah, typically you'll see spawners down rather than up, but it depends. I think I'm actually gonna look at the seed. XCC sent me world file. Hopefully he sent it to me correctly. It looks like he sent it to me correctly. Yeah, he did. Nice. So let's look at the fortress. The fuck? What a different seed? Oh, he spawned on lava, he didn't even know. Unless he loaded in because of the lava, but I'm pretty sure he didn't see that in the run. That's crazy. It didn't matter because there's a closer lava anyway, but that's crazy. Yeah. Where the fuck is this? Dude, it's so far, it's crazy. This terrain is so shit, man. How do you even get there? Dude, I reset on the seed, man. I do not find this fortress. This bastion, I'm telling you. How the fuck did he find this? That's insane, man. He didn't check this. What was in it? Nothing. Maybe you did check it. Come over here. This is so far as well. Like, this seed is so bad. There's a chance it is a double fortress, though. He was saying he thinks it's a double fortress. But there's... Yeah, it's not a double fortress. So let's see where it starts. Fortress. Oh, it's here. The fuck? Why there? Oh, there isn't. This is a fortress start? Oh my god, it is. This is how you know it is. Is it a flat line? Normally if they end like that, they're jagged. Let me find a jagged edge. Those ones aren't jagged. Well, that one's flat as well. Maybe it's a specific one is flat. I don't remember how this shit works, dude. Strat is dank. Anyway, this is the fortress start. I think there's some shit like if you stand here it's 11-11, yeah. Standing in the middle block, you're at chunk 11-11. That's like the 9-9 strat or the 4-4 strat. 11-11 at this should be the thing. So instantly, there's already a blaze spawner right next to the fortress start. And then this is really weird. Like, how the fuck does this happen? Generated up, generated up. This is super weird. Generated this here. Yeah, it's super rare. There's no bug that happened, but it's super rare that this happened. Like the fortress start is here, place spawner here. Technically, this is the same bridge. This is the exact same bridge that generated over here as well. So you can see how both spawners generated really close to the fortress start. It's not a bug because it's intentionally generating the bridge here. It's weird, but it's not a bug. This is how the game works. This generated afterwards. Because it is, like, how it works is like it started here, and then it generated a thing in every direction. So it generated a bridge here, and then a spawner, generated a bridge, and then stairs, and then it generated stairs, and then bridge, 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 four-way, stairs, bridge, 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 four-way, lava room, four-way, bridge, 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 four-way, bridge, four-way, a bunch of bridges, and finally it generated over the spawner. Like it's not a glitch, it's literally just how it works. That's the order that it generated it in. If something's rare, it's not a glitch, dude. If you fucking get 2 pill trades in a row, that's not a glitch. It's just rare. Rare equals bug. Holy shit, I got 1 in 100 luck. I must have a glitched game. Yeah, shiny Pokemon glitch. I remember kids in primary school used to say that. Kids in school used to say that. Glitched Pokemon with different colors. It's fucking intentional. Like, it's how the game works, dude. Um... Oh, it's not a glitch. It's part of the fucking game. 1 in a trillion. It's still part of the fucking game. Why would it be a glitch if they've intentionally made it exist? Yeah, so... No, he didn't do F3C yet, but he does soon. There's a... I think I have a fucking thing on it, right? Do I have this? What is this? This is close. There's these Stronghold rings. So this is the first ring. Why can you not see? This is the first ring, and then there's a second ring, and then there's a third ring. And it goes up to like 8 rings. There's 7 normal rings, and then there's the 8th ring that only has 3 strongholds in it. And when he like see like 0 to 20 is here, right? So 0 to 20 is like under this. So look at all of this space. Like 220 is under this 250 down here. So there's all of this blank space in between the 2 rings where it's impossible for there to be any stronghold. Like all of this space here. It's a little more complicated than that, but who fucking gives a shit? There's so much space between the rings where there's no strongholds. They generate in rings, and in between the rings there's no strongholds. So when he does F3C, it goes into the calculator, and calculator tells you if you're in a ring or not. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I could try and teach him it, or I could just tell him just use a fucking calculator for it. So he did it there, and it says not in any ring. Blind chords is this is what his chords are, and he's not in any stronghold ring. So he's in between rings right now. He's in between this one, because he's at 300, 252. So he's at 300, he's like around here or something, which is just in between the rings. And then the calculator told him the correct angle to go to the closest angle to get to a ring. And it says 130 degrees. So he looks over there. Now he says 130 degrees. And I told him to go on this, and he says it soon as well. It's bad. I think it's technically bad as an in the ring, but because there's another one that says bad but in ring. He doesn't go on it, and it's bad. Like he usually loses a lot of time to forcing it to be green text. It's bad because he's far away from a ring. Like he's technically really close to a ring, but he's really far away from one, which means it's less likely for him to be close to a stronghold. Yeah, I told him to just because usually it's not good to go back like closer to the ring. Usually it's not good because the terrain will be bad and you'll waste a lot of time like building up, jumping around, trying to get to the ring, to the middle of the ring, and it'll take a really long time. In his case, it was really good terrain. As soon as he gets up here, it's good terrain. And it's not that much time loss. Like it's just free. Normally the nether is not this flat, you know? Normally the nether is all of these fucking hills and shit, like lava, just a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of mobs, trees. In this case, there was a lot of flat terrain, so we didn't lose much time. And it obviously ends up fucking making the run as fast as it is. That's progress. Because at least in the back of his mind, he knows that I'm right about things. Because like I said earlier, this stream, he started following like so many different things. Um, like exactly the way that I said it. But at least when he's doing something different to what I told him, at least he knows that he's stupid. Like even if he's breaking the rules, at least he knows that he's breaking the rules. And he starts coping on the time loss by saying he needs wood. Yeah, if he built it anywhere except for where this tree is, then he would have been really far away from the stronghold. Which we'll get to in a bit. Loading, dude. How long was that fortress? I don't know. I don't really care that much, maybe. Or maybe I do care. You can't guarantee that you have wood after nether. If he was just in the middle of a desert, then he loses the run. It's good that he got wood. Imagine he was just in the middle of a desert. He would have literally lost the whole run. So it's like an 11-minute fortress, right? Actually, I should have checked that as well. 46, 1044, 44. Yeah, 1150 fortress. What did Forsen have? Forsen was at the fortress earlier. He had a minute faster Bastion, A minute 30 faster Bastion and a minute 30 faster, or a minute 20 faster Fortress. Something crazy about Forsen's run though is that he didn't know where the fortress was, so he did the pie chart again. He did the pie chart from scratch again, which is what you should do. It's good that he did that. But he forgot to increase his render again. He left it at a low render. And if you watch a pro speedrun, pros intentionally have their render low. So Forsen accidentally had his render distance low and accidentally did a pro strat. It was a complete accident that he just did a pro strat. And that's how he had those two blazes there without a spawner. That's how he had this blaze without a spawner. That's how he had this blaze without a spawner. Like, that's 3 rods with no spawner because of accidental pro strat. Doesn't he have other strays as well? Yeah, that's how he has this blaze without a spawner. That's 4 rods with no spawner. That was another blaze that he killed at the stairs. That's another rod without after 2 blazes. So he killed so many blazes and got so many more rods by accidentally doing a pro strat. And he just got an 8th rod from a stray as well. He had like 8 blazes or some shit just from having 5 render. If XCC did that as well, it would have worked as well. Because it's self sand. The reason I don't teach it though is because it's... Fuck, I'd have to check the numbers again. I think I might have actually put the numbers in a Discord somewhere. Blaze. Wither skeleton. I'm one of the only people who's ever looked at the numbers for it. So I'm relying on myself to have documented it. But it doesn't look like I've documented it. That's unlucky. But I think that skeletons are more common. From what I remember, skeletons are more common than blazes. Whether it's a wither skeleton or a regular skeleton, it's more common. So Forsen had like, what, 8 or 9 stray blazes? They could have all been skeletons, and then he would have died and lost the run. But he got really lucky, and they were all blazes. Like, he did have some wither skeletons that he had to kill. Like around here or something, right? Or did he just not? Did he just literally just high roll every single fucking mob was a blaze? Yeah, there's no skeletons. So he was just that lucky. He was so lucky that he accidentally did pro strat, and the pro strat accidentally, luckily, had no skeletons. But there's a parallel universe where it's more likely that all of them are skeletons. And then you have fucking 8 less rods, or 5 less rods, 6 less rods, or whatever, and you have to play a spawner or some shit. So that's why I haven't taught XCC to drop render, or Poke to drop render or anything, because this would have been a clusterfuck. There would have been literally 70 mobs, and there would have been a rough distribution of skeletons, wither skeletons, magma cubes, and blazes. So he would have had a lot of blazes, but he would have had all of the skeletons, all of the magma cubes, and he probably would have died. So Forsen got really lucky. He's leaving the nether at 12 minutes. XCC's only getting to the fortress at 12 minutes. He's not even at the spawner at 12 minutes. He got really good rates. I don't remember what his rates were. It was like 7 for 8, 7 for 9, 7 for 10 maybe, something around there, which is like good rates. 7 for 11. So he ended up having a sub 2 fort because he got here at 11. But he wasted 30 seconds as soon as he got here. So it was like a 130 blaze split It's just he had 30 seconds of just fucking around. And Forsen had... Was it a 2-minute play split? He was there at sub 11. No, they had like the same fortress split. It's just XCC had really good spawns. It was just the spawner was just going fucking crazy. I think I'll give the number to check. Spawner. Yeah, a spawner can spawn every 10 seconds to 40 seconds. So you could literally wait 40 seconds between every single spawn and just lose so much time to that. But he was having probably like every like 10 to 20 seconds on all of these, which was really lucky. Uh, 48, 29. I'll just play it out. So 15:30 versus 12:50. So that's like 3 minutes behind. So 2.5 minutes behind. And 2.5 minutes. A minute 30 was in the Bastion. And 30 seconds was in the Fortress. So there are similar runs. They're really similar runs. It's just XCC lost time to just skill difference. But obviously this is a huge deciding factor, this right here. So again, he was so bad at measuring for an entire month, even though he's known the calculator for a whole month. It was only today that he finally fixed everything. I was in chat a lot. Also, the last session I was telling him we were working on endgames a lot. We did like 5 endgames last time we called, like a couple days ago. And he did really well on it. And then today it was the last draw. He had a run earlier where he threw one eye and then stopped using the calculator after the one eye throw. And then he argued with chat, and then he saw my message saying, "Don't do that." And then he didn't do that for the rest of the stream, and then he got record. So yeah, he finally worked on this one part of the run. And if he didn't work on this, then it would have been like a minute time loss maybe. If he didn't work on this. He moved right. It's not perfect at all. He moved right so much. It was perfect, and then he just fucking moved the fuck out of his mouse. Ugh. Dude, fuck the Twitch shit, man. It's so hard to navigate these videos, man. I think you can use arrows on it, but it's like scuffed. I think it's scuffed if you move arrows. Use arrows, I mean. Well, the chat's saying moved because of its troll. Arrows is 10 seconds. I feel like it's not gonna work and it's gonna break the whole fucking thing. I'm really terrified of that. So he had the right measurement, but then he moved his mouse, I think. So that's perfect. That is literally perfect. But then he moves right. He moved right there. And he still hasn't done it. You'd be able to see it in chat if he had done it. But he had moved right by like maybe 4 pixels. He moved right by another like few pixels. So he's like 6 or 7 pixels off, I'd say. Which means you've completely fucked it. You've completely fucked the measurement. Like, being a few pixels off with his settings is fine. So he's finally done it, but after like 7 pixels off or something. Yeah, it says 300, which is wild. Like, the calculator works in mysterious ways. Um, it's pretty simple how it works, though. Um, it's pretty simple how the calculator works. So basically, um, yeah, so basically this is how it works. So it's pretty basic. Um, yeah, so um, yeah. But luckily, he always throws 2 eyes. Like, I would never teach any of these guys 1 eye shit. I'd never teach them to just go on the 1 eye either. Because it's just not something you should fucking do. Um, if he went off with the 1 eye, then obviously he would have missed. Because it said 300. And now. Well, that actually, that was a perfect measurement. 162 blocks. Um, does someone have Force and Seed? I know I used to have it because I literally ran a seed, but Force and speedrun seed. Does anyone have it? Is it actually submitted? Someone fucking submitted a run on his behalf. Is that actually it? There's no shot that this guy just randomly has it. I didn't check the blind. Trolling. Someone used to have it. This is some different shit. Um, but Force and Stronghold was like 2,000 blocks. It's something ridiculous. It's like it's either like it's in the range of 1,500 to 2,000 blocks. Do you have F3 up? Oh, good luck reading fucking anything with the chat on the way. There's 1,600 on that. Oh, you've actually got it. Um, this isn't it either. Fuck you, moron. Um, yeah, well, he doesn't have a 17XX PB, does he? Otherwise, he wouldn't have fucking beaten it. Moron. Um, um, someone did have it though, because I literally ran the seed. Actually, the seed. You're all playing with fire, you know that. I'm about to start handing out bans. As soon as this fucking, if this keeps going on, it's bans. I think this is actually the first ban. If this doesn't hit, then it's a ban. That's how I'm feeling. Oops. Alright, insta Bastion. Terrain, fortress. I don't know where he blinded. Probably not gonna be able to find it either. He would come in here, spawner there. Look at, he would have blinded somewhere around here. I'll only be off by like 100 or something. Yeah, 1500 away. So literally the difference between 1500 versus 162. A whole 1400 blocks. Which is a ridiculous distance. And Forsen just had mad pearls and mad bread. He's got like just over a stack of pearls and he's got fuckloads of bread and he's just spamming the fuck out of it the whole way. It's not calculator difference, it's 1500 blocks, you fucking idiot. How is it calculator difference? The calculator didn't move the stronghold. It was brain fog that caused XCC to blind there, not a calculator. Yeah, 1500 blocks. Versus 160. $162 is like, what is it? It's somewhere in the ballpark of a 1 in 60, maybe like a 1 in 100 for it to be that close. I'd put it somewhere around there, 1 in 60 to 1 in 100, something around there. Ninja Man might actually have the number. But it's somewhere around there. So it is super fucking lucky. Like if you think of how much time it takes to exit the nether, like XQC probably gets like XQC probably gets like maybe a blind in every hour, maybe 2 blinds an hour, depends on how well he's playing. So to blind like 60 to 100 times, like it's pretty improbable that he gets a blind like this close. Even though he has been playing for so long. Yeah. So super fucking lucky that it's this close. But he holds the angle really well. Like all of the in-game practice that we were doing, like he's holding the fuck out of this angle. And he gets to the chords and is only off by 2. Like this is like a perfect fucking angle sticking. And he's right there already. He wasted basically no time getting to chords. Yeah, I lost crazy time there, but it's whatever. You can't really factor that into time loss. Like you could, but you can't. Like, I didn't see the zombies. I don't know where the fuck the zombies came from. What the fuck am I doing over here? So he said 2-4, he hits it. Yeah, 2-4, he hits it. If anything is 4, you're hitting it. Because it means that he's 2 blocks off the middle, which means he's gonna hit the stone bricks. Because the middle goes straight down, right? To the bottom of the staircase. So if you were 1 block off, then you'd hit the staircase. If you were 2 blocks off, you'd hit the wall. So he's fine here. There's nothing wrong. And he actually makes it worse. He goes to 2-3. So now he's like in the wall on one coordinate and on the stair on another. So he's like missing like crazy here. And he hits the fucking corner. The direction of the staircase is literally just a 1 in 4 for each direction. It's lucky that he fell onto this block where the cobblestone is. Because it was equal probability that he would have hit one of the corners and then it would have taken another extra like 2-3 seconds or something. So he lost like just a quick like 5 seconds to just moving 1 block over or something. I think there he realized that he made it worse, so we stopped talking about it. I'm pretty sure that's him realizing, fuck, I actually did it wrong. He's like, alright, let's just move on. No, muted. Fuck. Now the stream died. Huh? Muted and frozen. What are we at? 10, 54, 22. No. Unmuted? I don't trust it. Do I trust it? How weird is this website? Monka S. I know it's an official website and shit. But... YouTube video was muted as well when I checked it. No leaks. Oh my god, thank god. So yeah, he just like he just followed so many things that I taught him today. He followed so many things that I taught him today. Because he could have easily just went somewhere else, you know? So what is a stronghold? We've got bottom right and bottom left are both real. Or maybe... I can't really tell. He doesn't look over there. I could check the stronghold over, but... There's 3 ways here. There's 3 ways that he could go. No, wait. Bottom right isn't a thing. There's only 2 ways. There's straight and there's, I think, top left. Or east. I don't remember how this shit works. I think there's 2 ways. I think there's 2 ways. This is a way. This is the real starter because there's like basically no ways. This is the real starter. And then there's top left here. Oh yeah, so there's top left at spawn as well. There's top left, there's middle, there's right. This right turn, this is not real. Like the actual path to the portal room. Oops. The actual path to the portal room is turn right, turn left, turn left. That's the actual path. That's where this pathway is. If you go back a room, it's right, left, and then it gets to here. It's crazy lucky that this right side area is just open because there's no such thing in a stronghold of a too wide gateway hallway. It's not an actual mechanic. It's pure luck that it's a too wide hallway here. It's just pure luck. So it's crazy that this happened. Because it's literally what happened. It's not a bug, it's that the right, left, and this bottom right turn left, they generated so close to each other that it's open. Normally there'd be like a 1 block wall here, where if you broke a block, then you'd be able to see it. But it's super crazy rare that this was like open. It's crazy. 4i, 1 in 40, no big deal. Just a cosmetic 4i for no reason. This is a fresh prime Leon quest, or Leon K list. Casual 1 in 40 for no reason. With 14 eyes. You got 18 eyes. 18 eyes. $17.40. If you got an insta purge, it would be an $18.40. It would be an $18.40 if you got an insta purge. And then we had a minute 30 at the Bastion, and 30 seconds at the Fortress. So it would be a $16.40. The 1 minute 30 at the Bastion of skill issue, the 30 seconds of skill issue at the Fortress, it would have been a $16.40 with an insta purge. And this is like not a good seed. Like it's a playable seed, and he got a close stronghold, but everything else is pretty bad. The Bastion was far. The Bastion was far. Like a Bastion was far. The Fortress was far. The Nether exit was far because he couldn't build the portal at the spawner. So he had to basically travel 3 times in the Nether when you should only need to travel 2 times in the Nether. Like it was a really bad Nether. Yeah, in the village. He got to the village at 2 minutes when you can spawn in a village. There was literally just 2 minutes. Well, there's maybe like a minute of just dead time in the overworld. So it's like a bad seed. That was just, yeah, there's crazy endgame. Yeah, godly stronghold position and portal room is like carried the whole run basically. But the thing about luck, right, is that you can't not be lucky eventually. Like eventually you just get lucky. That's just what happens. It takes time and then eventually you just get lucky. That's just what happens. If you think about it, XCC's been grinding for a year and a half. You'd think that in a year and a half of playing, you'd eventually get lucky, and that's what happened, you know? It took him a year and a half and he had this crazy endgame. It happened once and he didn't joke. Like it's not like he got carried by the luck. It's expected that eventually you get that lucky. Like he could, if he kept playing, then he would have got a better run with worse luck just by playing the game more. Getting a luckier nether and a less lucky end game, he would have probably got a better run. It's just he had like a bad overworld, a bad nether, and then a really good end game. Just off of luck. But yeah, it's not like he was carried by luck. He played a bad seed and got lucky. Like eventually you get lucky. Super 2 Portal had like a 700 or 800 block blind, I think, which is pretty average. I don't think he had pearls or food either. So the 2x2 Portal seed was good, but it wasn't that crazy. Yeah, XCC, like I said, could be a 1640 on a bad seed. Like he's playing at a sub 15 level basically. He's basically playing at a sub 15 level right now. This is a bad seed. He's basically playing at a sub 15 level. Like, realistically, he gets a sub 18, a sub 17 if he keeps playing, realistically. But if he gets this lucky again, then he gets like a good overworld, a good nether, good end game, then he's playing at a sub 15 level. But that, we're talking about another like 3 to 6 months of playing. Talking about obsidian, it's a bit funny. Just missed the obsidian, but it's fine. This shit. Oh, nice fucking website. Oh, really nice website, actually. Oh, I love this website. Where the fuck were we? Yeah, he's talking about this east, west, north, south shit. He literally only learnt this the last time we called 2 days ago. We called like 2 days ago. And I taught him that. Otherwise he easily would have fucked it up because as you can see by the one cycle it was super scuffed. It was a super scuffed one cycle. So if he didn't literally learn how to place the obsidian and go on the right side, then he would have easily lost this run if we literally didn't call 2 days ago and grind the fuck out of end games. We spent like an hour or more on end games. And that got him this like really good execution on the calculator, really good execution in the end. Just by spending like a full hour on end games. I'm just saying that he would have choked it. Nowhere am I saying that it's my run. I'm just saying he would have choked it. He literally would have just lost the run. Like it was just he would have lost the run. That's just what the fuck would have happened. Sort of a thing, yeah. You playing it? Yeah, and he gets a unlucky perch. It's technically not that unlucky. He got a 230 end fight, which from memory, 230 is the exact average for perch. T-Wag end fight. T-Wags end fight. Yeah. I think this has the stats in it. Yeah. These are all the different end fights. Wait, where the fuck is Zero? Oh, Zero was like some other shit, right? He was like in some other thing. So he's doing north-south ground weight, which is this one. Thought he had some shit. Yeah, here it is. Strategy. Are you telling me to skip to the end, motherfucker? Right. Yeah, so he's doing north-south ground weight. Average is 2 minutes, so he's actually below average. Is actually below average. North-south ground weight, 2 minutes. He was actually below average in fight. The strat he was doing before is literally, look at that. This is the strat he was doing before 2 days ago. 40 seconds slower. 40 seconds. And what is 40 seconds? A 20:05? It would have been a 20:45. 20:45. He would have had the exact same run. And it wouldn't have beaten Forsan. So literally just by doing one strat, you saved 40 seconds. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, Zero's funny. 57-second end fight. So yeah, below average. If he had an average end fight, then it would have been a 1935. If he had an exactly average end fight, it would have been a 1935. This one cycle looks crazy, but it's actually RNG that it's this bad. It's not his fault. It's it's actually skill that he was able to kill this. 99% of chat chokes this. He's the 1% that actually kills this dragon. It's crazy. Wait, how the fuck are we here again? I thought we were... So it snaps here. There is one turn. So that's the first turn. That's the second turn. You have to explode it on the second turn. If you look at a bunch of end fights, go on the leaderboards, look at a bunch of end fights. Normally there's like 3, 4, 5, 6 turns. He only had 2 turns, and it's low as fuck. This dragon is so low, which is pure RNG. The amount of turns is RNG, and the amount of that how low it is RNG as well. If it's slightly low, then it's really good damage. But if it's too low, then the whole shit is fucked. The damage is low, the knockback will be fucked. It's probably gonna flip. So this is like one of the worst dragons that you can get. This is one of the absolute worst dragon perch RNG things that you can get in the entire game. And it's incredibly difficult to not have the bed break and lose the entire run. On any one of these runs, the bed could have any one of these beds, the bed could have broken and he would have lost the entire run. It's so low. This shit, if he waited one more turn, the whole run's dead. And it's late here, but it's not his fault because it's so rare that it's only 2 turns. Sometimes it can only be 1 turn as well, but that's super rare as well. Because he practiced 1 cycles for like 20 or 30 minutes or some shit. He practiced 1 cycles for like 20 or 30 minutes the other day when we were in call. And he figured out a bunch of shit. He was talking about, oh, like this, like he was saying a bunch of shit. You can't really comprehend a lot of the shit that he's saying because it's, you know, how the fuck can we even explain dragon stuff? Like, we can't, it's not like the way he's explaining it. It's literally, how do you describe, like, you can't be like, oh, that dragon was like 0.02 blocks lower than the last one. Or that dragon was 0.5 blocks above the previous one. Like, you can't say that. So, but he was saying a bunch of shit and understanding it. And this is the, like, this is him showing that he actually understands the fuck out of it. Because that first bed should have broken. It should have been broken by the dragon and the run should have died here. But he saved it. Yeah, it literally, look at the health bar. He's exploded a bed, it actually did like 5 damage. But that's a fucking backup bed. Yeah, he should have popped it already, but he only just got here. He literally only just got here. This bed should break. Yeah, everything he's saying is completely real. He fully understands the 1 cycle. Because he put in the time on it. It's like the one thing that he like was totally fine with putting just a lot of time into. For some reason, he doesn't really like practicing portals. He doesn't really like practicing bastions. But he loves practicing the dragon. And he's really good at it. And this dragon is so hard to kill. And he killed it. Like 95, maybe like 90% of dragons are just a free kill. Literally no decision making required. No brain activity. Your brain is literally shut off during the 1 cycle and nothing happens. But like 10% of dragons, you need to have maximum brain power, otherwise the run dies. The behavior is not the same. Yeah, Andy's on record pace. Andy's on record pace. This is the one run he's had that could have beaten the record. I don't think he's ever had a run that could have beaten it and into the end. And he fucking manages to do this. Like, it's crazy. That also, like, is a crazy bit. Like, he did this one slightly early because it was going to break. And now the height is, like, almost fixed, but it actually looked like the next swing was going to break the bed as well. He says he fucks up this bed, but I thought it was intentional. But he said he fucked it up, so he was doing fine and he probably would have killed it. But this accidental bed also saved the dragon. I don't know if he actually forgot that he did an intentional or if it was an accident. I don't actually know. Because this bed is like, he was doing this bed in practice as well. The chat lit up there. My chat was bright red when he said that. Yeah, 2.5 minute end fight. I'm pretty certain Forsen had a pretty good end fight. 1941 RTA. $41 to that. What is that? It's like a minute and a half. So a minute faster. Forsen's Dragon was a minute faster. But he probably had a Stronghold that was like a minute slower or something. But the runs are so similar, it's crazy. The runs are super similar in so many different places. Forsen didn't go wrong. It's just his Stronghold was 1,500 blocks. Like if you put on the endgame, XQC's endgame onto Forsen's blind, which is an unfair comparison, but actually it's not that well, yeah, it is an unfair comparison. XQC's endgame, he exited the nether at 15 minutes something, right? Like 15-minute nether exit. Whereas Forsen had 13-minute nether exit. It was like a 15-5 into a 20:05. Probably. So like 2 minutes 40. So it would have been 17xx. If Forsen had the same endgame that XQC did, this would have been a 17.5x. It would have been a 17.50 something. If he had the same endgame that XQC did. It's just, yeah, his Stronghold was 1,500 blocks away. So Forsen, because that's the other thing, is Evan, why did I say Evan? Shut the fuck up, Evan. I'm going to time you out. Forsen, Forsen was playing at a really good level. And XCC is playing at a really good level right now. But they quit when they're ahead. They quit when they're ahead. Like if Forsen kept playing, he would have had a 17-minute run. He would have eventually got one if he kept playing for another few months. He would have had a 17-minute run. And like I was saying earlier, if XCC keeps playing, he's going to get a 17-minute run as well. That like Forsen back then was playing at a 17-minute level. XCC right now is playing at a 17-minute level. But Forsen today is like his stream today. He's basically starting from scratch on everything. Um, it took him 5 hours to figure out how finding a Bastion worked again. Um, so yeah, I think it's another like at least 3 months, maybe 4 months, um, until XCC. I mean, until Forsen's back at the same level that he's at. Probably, yeah, like it's gonna take a lot of time because mainly because he doesn't have someone. Like XQC was at a point where there was like no hope. Like but like he was having a lot of runs and shit, but they were all like bad runs and he wasn't really getting anywhere. And then it took a month and 5 calls of coaching and he's able to get to the 17-minute level. Um yeah. So it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. Just because he hasn't set it up doesn't mean he's not gonna use it. Why does everyone think that? He said today that he was gonna use the calculator probably. Because he said if it's legal, it's legal or some shit. No, because they played that much back in the day. They played a lot. Like, it wasn't actually 2 years. Like, this is April. It was like, because XCC went a long time without even playing. XCC probably played for like 12 months or something. And he had a month of coaching and then got it. Well, 5 calls of coaching and a bunch of mud chat messages. It's really just not 2 years ago. It even says 1 year ago. Clown. If he asked, yeah. I was shit posting in his chat today. I was getting gate capped. I was spamming Force and Insane and shit. And his chat was lighting me up. I was getting red chatted the fuck out. I don't know. Is there a full VOD of this? Does anyone know if there's a full VOD? Is there a full VOD of this? Is this a full VOD? I wonder if my fucking dono is in here. I hope my fucking dono, I find my dono, dude. Surely I find it. Yeah, of course the chat does. Unless it was a different PB that I donated on. It could have been a different PB. It'd be fucked up if that was true. I said something about God Gamer or some shit. Something about God Gamer. Well, I probably clipped it. But there's no way that I find it. I didn't see his run today. I was watching a bit, but I didn't see any good runs. I'll check for it quickly. I'll quickly check for it. Channel. Damn, there's no good way to search for it. I guess I can do Minecraft. That'll search it down a little bit. Last year. Last year. It'll be Channel Forsen. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's a different run. Yeah, it's a different run. See, he did know me back then. I didn't get the full clip. He fucking said something about knowing me or some shit or watching a video or some shit. Shitty clip. Unlucky. Whatever. He watched my video. That's how he fucking. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Don't know you, little bro. I'm riding a fine line, dude. I'm farming those fucking messages right now, but. Let's see. No, yeah, I was originally Foursome Boy. What do you mean God Run? Is it literally just a fucking entry? I don't know, he has a Bastion. It's just a Bastion? You guys are so dumb. He doesn't have an iron pick. How is he gonna play this? 29 obby. Sub 1 entry is just normal. This is just like just a seed. Any Bastion is just a god seed. Literally any Bastion that contains any seed that contains a Bastion, which is literally every single seed, chat says is a god seed every time. Seed equals god seed, no matter what. 20 obsidian is normal. Wait, so he didn't get iron. Did he get iron or not? So he didn't get iron, and chat is even stupider. Chat is even stupider. Who would have thought? So he didn't get iron. There is no iron. Oh my god, man. Nothing equals God Seed. Holy man. It wasn't. Good Seed. It's not playable. If there's no iron, how are you gonna play it? If there's no iron. Chat, this is this is a God Seed. This is what I rolled like a few days ago. Spawn, buried treasure, instantly, right? Iron, fish, diamond pick, TNT. You fucking blow up the tree, you get all your wood. And then bang, instantly, an enter. And then, so this is a sub 2 enter, it's like a 140 enter. And then bang, this is a god seed. This is what a good seed looks like, dude. But even then it's not that good. Instant Bastion, instant Fortress. 20 obsidian after trades. 2 pearls to get to the fortress. This is where the run melted. You did not sub 10 silver, you cheated in 6 bids. I don't even think you killed the dragon. Yeah, it's like everything up to here is a god seed. It does matter, Zan. Because then, when you do this, and you do this, and you don't get underground, it's crazy that that's underground. But if you throw one eye, the calculator, for some reason on the seed, it knows where the stronghold is on one eye throw. And then the stronghold's like over here. It was like this coordinate or something, roughly. After doing 20 obsidian. Like this is a good seed. Not a fucking random enter with no iron. And no fucking anything. I had a faulty mouse that fucked me, and then I replayed the seed and got unlucky and couldn't play it. And then Silver played it and he got unlucky as well, and he couldn't play it either. So even when it is a god seed, it's still not a god run, because you can just get unlucky. Like XCC had that seed earlier where he had 1 in 300 bad luck, where he went 1 for 12 on rods. 1 for 12 on rods. It was a good seed, but he went 1 for 12, 1 in 300 bad luck, and it just doesn't matter anymore. Even though it was a good seed, it wasn't a god seed, it was just playable and decent. And then he gets 1 in 300, 1 in 12 bad luck. Or 1 for 12 rods. So there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that goes into runs. Because it can be a bad seed as well. XQC's seed is a bad seed. And then he just gets 162 block blind, gets insta Stronghold nav. And then he got a below average end fight. 230 is slower than the average of 2 minutes. So it takes a lot. Takes a lot. Poke went offline. Did he have any rounds? It's fucked up. Alright. My PB seed was really good. It was really good, but it has a time cap on it. Like you can only be so fast. Seeds can only be so fast. I played the end game in my PB really well. But I played the fortress or the nether pretty badly. I wasted like a lot of time. I think in my run I couldn't have sub 10 though in my PB. At least with the skill that I had at the time, I couldn't have sub 10 it. If I got it again, I would have been able to sub 10, but it's not a thing. Wonder if I can get 630. That god seed that I had. If I got lucky on that god seed, then I could have got a sub 10. But I didn't. No, I'm literally a mouse collector. I literally collect mice. I'm literally gonna buy another mouse like tomorrow. And I'm gonna have like 7 or 8 mice now. Just because all mice are shit. They all let me down. This one is too heavy, but it's really responsive. But it's too responsive on the scroll wheel as well, actually. Mice fucking suck, man. Alright. Yeah, it's like 100 grams or something, isn't it? No, it's a G703. It's like 100 grams. And just before I was using this, which is 60 grams. And I think this was 80 grams. No, it's something I need in mice. See this button under the scroll wheel? I need that. This mouse doesn't have one. I didn't know that when I bought it. And then the other mice that I have, they're not responsive. The side buttons, which I also need. These two side buttons. I need both of those, and they both need to be responsive. And every other mouse, like the... Where's my Apex? I don't know where my Apex is. But I had a SteelSeries Apex Pro, and the right click wasn't responsive. That's what I lost the run to. I lost the run to the right click just not activating all the time. Like I did like a week or two of runs with the Apex, and I just like whenever I had to use the right click, I had to mash it, and I would just get a bunch of fucking missing inputs and shit. And then this, I need a toggle perspective here because there's a strat with Mapless where you need to press 5 buttons at the same time. And I can't press 5 buttons with the same hand, so I need to be able to press 4 on one hand and 1 on the other. So I need a button on the mouse. Oh, SteelSeries fucking something on the mouse. This is some fucking bullshit. I don't know. Yeah, my keyboard is the Apex, I forgot. Yeah, wireless is good. G Pro Wireless doesn't have the button in the middle, as far as I know. Unless we're thinking about different mice. I'm gonna get another Razer. I think it was the Razer, the one with the fucking foot. The one with the grip at the bottom. I forgot what that one was. Doesn't have the button? Yeah, it needs the button. I just said why I need the middle button. There's a strat with Mapless where you press 5 buttons at the same time, and I can't press 5 on the one hand. So I need to be able to press 1 on the right hand. Not Taipan. Viper. It's not the ambidextrous one. No, it's not Viper. Yeah, Basilisk. I'm gonna get a Basilisk V3 or V2 or whatever. V2 or V3, whatever the newest one is. I'm gonna get that. Right. I'm gonna run XQC seed a couple times. Obviously, it's a little bit unfair because I already know a bunch of the info about it. So it's not super fair, but it's whatever. But I'm already saving 3 seconds here by getting 3 sticks. By getting 6 there, you're able to make the axe earlier and save 3 seconds. Oh, is the music not playing? Bro, there's music playing like earlier as well, and I guess I didn't have that playing as well. That's funny. Add audio. Okay. Fucking now it's lost the capture. Okay. I'm restarting it, fuck it. I think it's gonna take Force in like 6 months. Unless he gets help from someone. Because he just has so much to catch back up on. Or like remember and shit. Holy shit, there's so many lava pools on the sea, it's crazy. He doesn't want help from anyone. It's not doubting, it's literally just, today he had such brain fog, it's just unbelievable. Thoughts on X's run, you just missed 2.5 hours of what my thoughts are. Actually same pace as XCC did. Wait, you need to trade for a thing. Forgot about that. I forgot how to play the save, dude. I'm gonna get a slower answer than now. Oops. That's gonna be an issue. Dude. Oops. Right. Chat, I can cheat in an iron, right? There's no way you're expecting me to fucking... It's either that or I just play the seed again. I'm measuring. Doubting me. What the fuck? Dude, I haven't played the game yesterday. I'm gonna be so fucking rusty. Coming on any warm-up. Alright. Iron. Oh my god, I'm losing so much time to fucking having to be in cheats. I guess I can relog. Save. What about that? Actually fucking identical pace. How fucked up is that? Where? I'm getting cursor bug as well. Time to do worse terrain nav than Dude, I don't know how the fuck... Like, I go around here and it probably ruins it, but he goes up and then it just works. Yeah, I go around and I lose time. It's crazy. Yeah, I would go Manhunt here. I'll probably just be fine. This is scary. Two guys. Bro, I need to do XQC route. It's because of all the lava there. All of the lava, man, I get no pigs. There's another couple guys coming. Light guy, Pagma. On everyone. Oh, I need that. Holy shit, it's far. Oops. What the fuck? No. Fuck it, right? Oh, not fuck it. Bro, I threw away the soul speed boots. No way that missed. Bro, where am I? I see it. Bro, everything's missing. Okay, this should be fine. Oh, it's not fine. Oh my god. Bro, where is my soul speed? What the fuck is this terrain? XQC better. What the fuck? I'm at a different fucking thing. Ouch! Don't hit me. Oh my god, I hit it while on the ground. Bro, I'm at a different spawner. Oh my god, I'm getting XCC rights. Oh no. Dog shit rights. Blaze there. Time to get killed by a skeleton. Bro, how did that go there? Where are the blazes? One guy. Oh my god, one blaze. Where's my boat? Where the fuck is the boat? Bro! Oh my god, that guy got killed. Where are my blazes? I've got no spawns, no rods. 6. Oh my god. Yeah, I've just got a feeling that the stronghold's over here. Just got a really good feeling. Somewhere around here, I feel like the stronghold might be. Just something about the place. Holy shit, imagine I was in it. That would have just been silly. Oops. I didn't blind at the same spot, so I'm gonna be pretty far away. Let's see what I get. Get 243. I'm 100 blocks further than he was. That's pretty sad. Crazy that it's 100% in terrain. 100? How is it 100%? You can't see it? Oh yeah, because I am there. Wall there. Oh, you can't even see it still. Uh, 1268, 964. 1268. Oh my god, worse than XQC. Where's the zombie? Oh, if I do this, now you can see it was 100%, but it says 4 blocks. 1268, 964. What's the word? No. This guy's making me lose time on my speedrun. I haven't zeroed. Wait, I can't zero. Oh man, I'm gonna get a slower infight than him. Where? How do I have no crying? I don't know, it was underground spawn as well. Couldn't even zero. Let me get an insta perch and just fucking sub 15. Come on, it'll be so good for the clip if this insta perches. Come on. Fuck. I've got 5 instead of 7. If it's low, I could lose the run. That isn't a perch? No, it has to be. It has to be, right? You're kidding. I'm not gonna beat him. I'm gonna get a 7-minute dragon. I'm gonna get a 7-minute dragon. I'm not gonna beat him. That is a fucking wild angle. Yeah, thank God I predicted that. Oh my God, bad beds. Sub 16, that's alright. $15.52. I got 100 blocks further though. 100 block further Stronghold, which wasted maybe 20 seconds, 10 seconds. I was also underground with cheat. I have the exact same setup that he has except for a zoom. Other than a zoom, I have the exact same setup. Yeah, I blinded, I was underground. I had to dig up. That took maybe like 20, 30 seconds. Didn't you spawn iron? Yeah, and it lost time because I had to sit there spawning an iron, which took like 10 seconds. Because I got 3 iron from the golem. He got 5. 6 instead of 7? I killed more blazes than him, I guarantee it. I guarantee I killed more blazes than him. I don't actually guarantee it. I had like 11, right? I had 10? Fuck. I killed 1 less blaze. With the skeletons, yeah. It was the same fort. How does it work? Here's how it works. This is how it knows where it is on one eye. That's how. Throw one eye, that's how it knows. Okay, got it. Yeah, cool. Glad you could get up to speed. Who made Ninja Brain bot? I don't know. Do a real run. I don't even know what I'm doing. That was my whole content for the stream. I got 3 hours out of it. Technically, that's a full stream. I'll just try and get a sub 12. I'm gonna leave the title the way it is because it's a really good clickbait. It's amazing clickbait. I got 1,600 viewers with no raids with that clickbait. Like, come on now. That's amazing clickbait.